watch this episode and be like, oh, she told him.
Hey guys, this is my first Christmas craft. I thought I would jump into one, and it's an easy one, I hope. I'm using this, everything is from the Dollar Tree, except this ribbon. And it's some that I've had for a while in my stash. But I have this little thin wreath. I have these white berries. I'm going to be using some twine. I have some floral wire. Of course, I have my scissors. I have my wire cutter. I have my glue gun and the ribbon. And then I'm also using this ribbon. I will be using some of these little glitters, maybe. I'm also going to be using some of these Christmas balls that you saw in my earlier haul. And I'm also going to be using these snowflakes that were also in my earlier haul. So I'm going to get started. I'm going to let you watch, and I'll pop in on occasion and when necessary and tell you what I'm doing. So if you're ready to see what happens with this little dollar wreath, let's get started. Okay, so I'm going to take this ribbon, and my goal is to do this in loops. I hope you can see this. Like, I'll do a loop here, and then another loop here, and then another loop here, and I'm going to go around like this, doing the loops. And I'm going to be hot gluing them down. So if you're following along, or if you're going to try this, be sure and do something to protect your fingertips. I've just about burnt mine off recently. I'm looking for some of those little tip covers, and I haven't found them yet. So if any of you guys know where they are, please leave it down in my comments below. But I'm trying to put this so you can see it. Not really good with placing the camera yet. Can you see that? Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to take this piece here, the end piece that I don't want to show, and I'm going to fold it over first of all and hot glue this. So that it doesn't ravel and so that it doesn't show. Okay, and then I will start with the loop, and this is going to be my top center. This is where it will hang, so I'm going to start right next to that. And this one will be flat. So get another glue stick. I'm going to add another glue stick, and then I'm going to add the glue. And this one will be flat. Now the thing that I should do that I'm not doing is measure so that all of my loops are the same size. And for those of you who are perfectionists, you can do that. I'm just going to try and eyeball it and see how that goes. I think that's a pretty good size. And that's the size that I'm going to want all the way around. About like that. So then I'm going to glue right here on this dot. And I don't think there's any rhyme or reason to the ribbon with the polka dots, but so that's about the size, if you can see that I want. Just hold that down so the glue sticks, because there's a metal piece underneath this little flimsy stuff here. So I'm hoping that the glue will go through to the metal piece and stick. I've not done this before, so we're learning together with this one. But I saw these in Dollar Tree and I thought, okay, since I'm going for a more subdued look, I thought these would be cute on my mirror, one of my mirrors, or on the inside door, someplace downstairs. So came up with this little idea, and we will see how it comes out. I hope it's something that you guys like and can use. So you can see what I'm doing, and I'm going to do this all the way around. So I'm going to go and I'm going to do this, and I'm going to let you watch for a while, and if it takes too long, I'll just give you some music or turn it off and then come back when it's time to do the next step. Before I go though, I'm doing pretty good about eyeing these. What you think? They're about the same. The loops are about the same, so that's a good look. And I don't know if it's coincidence or not, but they are falling on these little polka dots. This ribbon is some that I bought at the end of the season last year. Even last year I thought that I wanted to go a little less colorful this year, or at least start adding a little of the more muted tones, more farmhouse tones this year. So when I saw this ribbon, and I think I got this from the Pottery Barn last year, when it was on sale right after Christmas. So it's been hanging. What I can show you right here, I have a whole, I guess I can show you without messing up. I have a lot of ribbon and twine and that kind of thing. And I even have more than that. I hit a button, so and I have more ribbon than that. I have some stored, but I love ribbon, and I think the best time to buy it is when everything is on sale. So my only issue with starting my Christmas DIY so early is that I'm having to buy, because a lot of my Christmas stuff is packed away and it's not easy to get to. So when I pull everything out this time, I'm going to try and find a different way of storing, a little more organized, so that when I'm ready to start next year, it won't be as difficult to get to. So anyway, you can see what I'm doing. So I'm going to go ahead and go around, and hope I have enough ribbon to do that. I think I do. If not, I'll have to substitute it with some more. I have some more burlap just without the polka dots, but I think I'm going to have enough. I hope I'm going to have enough. Okay, well, back in a bit. Okay, guys, so I've gone around, and as you can see, I did run out. This basket is holding my supplies, but I did run out. But I did have some more burlap, so I'm hoping that it doesn't bother you. I think I can live with it, because I'm going to put a bow right here, so then there'll only be a little piece. I wish I had a white marker. If I did, I'd put little, and I may get one yet, and put the polka dots all the way around. But anyway, this is how it's turned out with me gathering it all the way around. So now it's time. I think I'm going to add some of these. I'm going to put them here at the bottom. So before I do, I'm going to add a little hot glue around the edge so that these don't come apart. Okay. Because, you know, those things usually, they pull out really easily, and we don't want that. I could probably have used the larger ones, but I'm not sure. Wish you were. This was interactive, so you could tell me, what do you think? Should I use the larger ones or the smaller ones for this? See, this is one where it's coming out. It hasn't been glued. This is the little larger. I'm going to stick with small this time, and if I make another, maybe I'll try larger. So while that's drying, I'm going to hook those together with some twine. And I'm mixing metals. I've seen that done a lot lately, and I think it's kind of pretty. I would have a lot more balls if I had my Christmas stuff out. These are some that I just bought, and you will have seen that in my last haul. But I've got so many, I hate to go buy more to do this. And then I'm going to tie the end of this. I actually should have tied it differently so they would be tight. But I will glue them tight. So, and I'm going to place those right here in the center. Okay. Oh, wrong place, wrong place. Oh, I'm not watching my center up here. Oh man, I'm gonna have to clean that up because I really want that right here. Okay, glad I caught that, guys. That's DIY real life. Okay, that's my center spot. So I want these here. Good thing it was hot glue and not E6000, right? Okay, so that's that. They're at the bottom. And what I thought I would do was to add a little bit of this. These white berries. It's been raining here all day. I kind of liked it. I happened to be home from work today because of doctor's orders. And they have me on a steroid for my asthma. You know how that makes you all jittery and irritable, but this seems to calm me and take my mind off of it. So this is what I'm doing for now. So I'm going to cut these shorter. And I think I'll place one here and one here. Just want to get them placed and then I'll glue them in. Okay. That's kind of cute there. What do you think? Should I add a pine cone too? These are all picks that I, of course, got from the Dollar Tree. Like I said, everything except the ribbon is from the Dollar Tree. Oh, I kind of like that. Yeah, let's add that. I've not seen these little wreaths used yet, but I'm sure my fellow bloggers have some great ideas. There's some really talented people out here. Okay, so this is the bow that I removed because I didn't want a whole lot of red, but I think I'm going to reuse it and make and make it the bottom. Put it on the bottom of this, just to add a little pop of color. So just going to do one of those quick bows that I've seen everybody do, where you 1, 2, 3, maybe a little longer. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Then you pull it out, you'll have, let's do 5 and 6. Let's do that. Nothing is exact. I'm sure it should be. This is the center, though. I did kind of peek that. Okay. And what did I do? Oh, here's the wire. This is my first time making one of these bows. I've seen them done, but I've never done the one with the cuts. I've never actually cut through. I just kind of took the wire and made it tight, but we'll see if this works better. I don't know that it will. It does for everybody else. It's just, it's not them, it's me, of course. Okay. Well, I kind of think I like my way better for me. Personal preferences, or I didn't do it right. Maybe that's it. strong enough. So for you, is crafting relaxing or is it stressful? This is kind of my element. Kind of mellows me out, especially if I'm painting something, a piece of furniture or so I'm not sure what has happened to the sound here, guys, but as you can see, um, I am fumbling with this bow, but I do eventually get it together. I think I made it just a little bit too large for what I'm working with. And I don't know why the sound is so low, and I hate to take it out, so I may be over talking for a bit here because it may come up again. But it just seems very, very low, and I'm not sure if you're going to hear it the same way. So I wanted to let you know what I was doing. So after fumbling with that bow there for a while, I decided to just work with it instead of making a new one. And we're learning as we go with this one, but I think it's turning out pretty well, and I hope you're enjoying this too. Um, I'm hoping the voice will come back over. I'd hate to have to do a voiceover because I did walk you through all of this as I was working, because I thought that since it was the first time I had done it and we were learning together, that that would be the best way to do this. So I'm going to pop out again and we're going to see if the sound pops back up. So the sound never came back, guys. So I thought I'd just talk you through it as best I can. After I'm still fiddling with this ribbon, it's just not cooperating. I don't know if the glue gun is just not sticking it because it's cloth, and that doesn't normally happen. But you know, there's always a glitch. The glitch started with the sound just going down on its own. I hadn't changed anything um, on the camera, and it just stopped. But as you can see, I'm working with this, trying to get it to connect, and it's not being very cooperative. I wanted to also glue the red behind that bow just to add a pop of color because it is so neutral. Um, so that's what we're doing here. Just kind of working the kinks out, you know. I think it's coming along nicely though. It's unusual, and I like that. And it's neutral, and I love that. So once I get this bow on, I think I'm going to try and add a little glitz or glam to this because it is so farmhouse. And I like farmhouse, but I like it kind of modern. You know, I like the blacks and the whites and the grays, which means I'm going to have to paint soon. Ugh, it's always something. But to get the look that I want. But the farmhouse decoration is becoming something that I'm finding that I can do a lot of myself, which is what I love to do, DIYs and crafting, and you can kind of make it happen on a budget. There are some things that if you're switching completely over, which I'm not sure we're doing, like I said, you have to paint, and then you know, there's also the lighting fixtures are different, and some people even go as far as changing their furniture. I'm not doing that. I think that what I have will fit in just fine, and we will make do because who knows, in 3 years, people may be switching back from farmhouse, but what I think will stick will be the paint colors because they are neutral. But anyway, back to this bow. I think I'm finally getting it to work here at this point. Maybe not. And this is where I think I decide, okay, the glue is not sticking. Let's just wire this together and get it done. Because eventually I did do that. Um, I just wired it together to make it stay. Which I should have done a long time ago instead of fiddling with it for so long. But you know, you get an idea in your head of how you want it to work, and that's how you try and make it work. And there's always an alternative. There's always a way to fix it. With crafting, you just can't get too excited. You can't let it get under your skin. It's supposed to be fun, and uh, when you stress, you take the fun out of the whole idea of crafting. So I like to try and not do that, and just figure, okay, this may not be working the way that this way, but there's always another way. And another thing about it is we are our crafters and creatives, we are our worst critics. And we think that everybody notices every little mistake that we see. And I have found that's not the case. I have gone so far as to begin making something for a friend, you know, handmade that I think they would love. And then it's not perfect. So I buy them a gift card or something that's really impersonal and didn't even take any thought and give it to them. And they can come to my home and see that same item that I was making for them and didn't think it was good enough and say, "Oh, I love that." And then I think, "Wow, I should have given it to her." You know, so we just can't take it too seriously because we are always going to see things that others don't. And there, I think I finally got that little bow, that blessed bow together. See, it always works out. I think it took me longer on this bow than it did for the whole wreath. What do you guys think? Leave me a comment below. Oh, I haven't tied it yet. And let me know what you think about this. I think I have filled with this dadgum bow longer than it took me to make the entire wreath. Why would I do that? It's that perfectionist. We have to get out of our own way sometimes. But because I know the ending to the story, I do know that it will work out. I'm sorry it's taking so long, guys, but it won't be long now. Okay. I guess you can see them, but they don't bling bling like I would like. You can see them. Well, guys, I think this could be it. All Dollar Tree. It will be an indoor. It can hang on the back of a door. It can hang over a mirror. If you have any of those country windows I have, it could hang there. I think it came out kind of nice. I kept had enough polka dot ribbon, but it doesn't really seem to show that much. But I think I'm going to get a white marker and make little polka dots on those three. It's only three that are out like that. So guys, what do you think? I don't think it's perfect, but I think it's pretty. I think it's usable. I think I'll use it. So in the comments below, let me know what you think of this. Do you think it's something you would try? Are you a perfectionist? I strive to be, but I'm just not going to let crafts upset my day. I enjoy doing them, and I don't want that to change. So for now, this is what we have. Now, here's an idea if you do make it. Maybe you don't want to put your snowflakes or whatever you use, your truck or whatever you use, right across. Maybe off-centered, maybe one here and one down here. And I may change that when I go off camera so that they're not right across from each other. Just put one down here. What do you think? So that's it. Just a little hint of the red. And the rest of the colors are subdued, which means if I take the red bow off, maybe I couldn't use it all year because of the snow on the ends of this wreath, but you can barely see that, but it's there. So it's just for Christmas. We'll just let it be seasonal. I love the jingle bells. Yeah, that's it, guys. So I hope you've enjoyed this Dollar Tree craft, my first of the season. There will be others. If you give it a try, please let me know. Maybe pictures. I'd love to see how yours comes out. I'm sure some of you are much better at the bows and that than I am. I'm going to learn that funky bow, I tell you what. But this will do for now. So I hope you've enjoyed this. I hope you'll give it a try. So before I go, let's kind of add this up. So it was $1 for the wreath. It was $1 for the pick. It was, I already had the ribbon. It was $1 for the snowflakes. I already had the baubles, the little glitter. It was $1 for the Christmas balls. So that's $4. I don't think that's too bad. What do you think? I think this is something that if you saw in the store, you would pay a little more, especially if the bow is better for this. And it came out of my head, so that makes me kind of happy. So, okay, I'm going to go now. I hope you've enjoyed this craft. I've enjoyed spending this time with you. I will see you in the next video. If you're not subscribed, you know what to do. Subscribe below. Also hit the bell so that you receive future video uploads. And I'd love to have you be a part of this family. Also, please like, subscribe, share the video, and leave me a comment and let me know what you think. Give me suggestions if you have any. I'd love to hear them. Leave me pictures if you try it. I'd love to see that as well. And I thank you for stopping by and spending this time. As always, I'm leaving you with hugs and blessings, and I ask that you remain in your element. I'll see you in the next video, guys. Bye-bye.